Hello folks, welcome to Saturday Chat with Nat. Guess who's just done a 30-minute video and then deleted it because she had it turned up the wrong way and all sorts. So let's see if I can do this again and keep it under 20 minutes this time as well, because I think 30 minutes is a wee bit too long. So I've got a wee agenda on the list of things that I was wanting to talk to you about. First thing, because I'm going to go through it, is look at this. Can you see these? And this thing here came up literally on my last video that I deleted. So it's not acne. I literally will be sitting there and I'll go, ooh, we itch. And suddenly I'll have this little set of like little lumps. And by tomorrow they'll be gone completely. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Does anybody else get any other of my menopausal ladies get anything like that? It's really, really weird. And so try to put a bit of makeup on to, hide it, but no idea. Just happens every now and again that suddenly I'll get this like little itch and it's only on this side. It's the weirdest thing. Anyway, I am lady of a certain age. Talking of which, and this is one thing I think I rambled on about in my deleted one, is I'm actually trying to accept the fact that I can no longer turn back time. And I really, really feel that I have to embrace my 50s now. I'm no longer pretending that I look 40 something or whatever. My hair is thinning here. You can see, look, now I've always had baby hair in my what do you call those bits? Anyway, whatever. I've always had baby hair and my fringe is so thin that if it was down like that, you can see, look, I've got big gaps because there's nothing here that is supposed to fill this space. You see, I get these gaps. So I'm having all sorts of anxiety about my hair at the moment. And now my skin's flipping doing this. And anyway, so I'm just feeling really a little bit of my age right now. And given the fact that I've lost 52 pounds, weight update, I'm still 188 pounds at the moment. I could stay here for 2 months and then drop another few pounds, but right now that's where I am. I'm conscious that I'm starting to see a wee bit of age, in my neck and everything. And the only thing that is going to obviously rectify that now is, the old facelift. And I've got a little bit of weight left to lose, but basically facelift, but I'm not doing that. And so I have to embrace the fact that I have crossed the age Rubicon and I'm not, it's kind of downhill from there. But feck it. Aging is a privilege and I intend to embrace that privilege for as long as possible. So that's my weight, that's my skin, menopause, all sorts. Right, so a couple of things one thing to sort of update you on. So guess who's going by themselves to see James Blunt in concert in February in the SSE Arena in Belfast? Me. I have the last ticket, the lowly ticket. It was a resale ticket, so obviously somebody couldn't make it and they put it back on the system. But who wants to buy a ticket for one, which is why it was still available? Well, I did, because I have no mates, so I have to go by myself. So I'm going to see him by myself. Obviously I'll not be the only one in the concert. It's sold out. But I'm only 15 rows back from it's a seated, thing. It's in an ice rink. They have concerts and everything there, but and I'm only 15 rows from the front, so I think it'll be a really good seat. So I'm really looking forward to that. I started listening to a few, James Blunt songs. Same Mistake is my favorite. And I thought, you know, and at the bottom of the videos on YouTube, you know, always says like when their next concerts are. And it said Belfast, February. And I thought, I'll go on and have a wee look and see if there's any tickets. Thinking, yeah, it'll probably be up in the gods, you know, with a column in front of you. And there was that one lowly ticket. I thought that, well, it's made for me, I'll buy it. So that's that. What else? I've done my weight, £188. I'm stuck here for a wee while. A few weeks' time, I'm going to Rome with Mother, taking her to Rome. So saved up the spending money. With flights and hotel were booked ages ago and everything. So I'm looking forward to that. So I want to go to the Sistine Chapel. I haven't been to Sistine Chapel since I did my master's degree in Rome back in 1994, 93, 94. What's that? 30 odd years ago. So, oh, and I have a bone to pick with the Natural History Museum in London, which I went to about 2 weekends ago. Never been more disappointed in my puff. I remember there being, you know, the old wooden specimen displays with the glass and then the wee wooden, and you know, there would be 101 different types of beetle and 101 different types of butterflies and whatever. None of that. None of that. Everything was a feckin' cartoon or a poster or like one example of one thing of one flipping family, you know, and genus. Like, it was nothing. I was so disappointed. Half the escalators didn't work. The big cocoon thing, which is one of their big displays, wasn't even open because their elevator didn't work. So you couldn't get into it. Never been more disappointed in my life. I really wanted to go and I wanted to look at 101 different bees and 101 different frogs and 101 different flipping this, that and the other. And there was nothing like that. They had this one display and it was all the different types of hummingbirds and it was beautiful, but that was it. Like, it was, you know, like I say, everything was just a cartoon or like a little interactive or watch this little tiny video or whatever. And I'm like, that's not what I want to see. I want to see this, the range and the specimens, and I don't need to be babied, you know, when I go to a museum. I want to be educated. I want to see, you know, natural history. So I was very disappointed. So going to Rome, I think we're going to go and see the Sistine Chapel. We're going to go to the Colosseum. Those are the two main things that I think I want to see. And then, you know, half a dozen churches where they have all these beautiful statues and stuff like that there, you know. And then basically to spend 2 or 3 days in Piazza Navona, having coffee and, you know, beautiful Italian food and just, you know, just watching life go by and the beautiful big fountains that are in Piazza Navona. I love Piazza Navona. It's my one of my favorite places. And, you know, so all that stuff, and, you know, St. Peter's Basilica and all that good stuff, you know, it's all the things. So we're doing that. So that'll be something fun to look forward to. Except it's with Mother, and Mother and I always argue when we go on holiday together. Oh my God, we can't spend more than about an hour in each other's company without we're arguing about something. That's just us. I mean, I love my mother dearly. I love her. But we're both hard work for each other. I can tell you that now. We are both hard work for each other. But I'd rather she was hard work for me for the next 40 odd years. Do you know what I mean? So I will take it. I'm not easy either, like I have to say. Probably makes us two very similar. Right, so what else is on my list? I've done my James Blunt, done my weight. Right, next thing is financy stuff. When is a debt not a debt? Natalie's about to confess her debts. And in doing so, she has come up with an illustration because she doesn't know what to be at. So, half the time I do cash stuffing and savings challenges because it's my craft hobby. It's my hobby. But I've made myself wafty. The big mortgage balloon pop. I have to fill this 5.5 times, right? oops, kick the table. 5.5 times. Each one of these balloons is 200 quid. I started 54,600 in sort of August, September. I was trying to get it to the roundest number I could. And there's 48 balloons, and each one of these will be 9,600, like each one of these things. So I'm already down to 51,800, right? So having a wee bit of fun. Now this is obviously done, this will all be done sort of digitally, as it were. Like I'm not going to take the money out to put it back in the account or anything like that. That's just as I overpay my mortgage each month, I can, cross off a balloon and all that good stuff. So when is a debt not a debt? Well, so 54,600, that's made up of 3 things. It's made up of 2 mortgages, my original mortgage, and I doubled my mortgage to 50,000 basically to pay for renovations. So I'd got my mortgage down to about 25k. I then added another 25k over a 3-year fixed rate to give myself breathing space. Now, could I have paid all the renovation work out of my savings? Maybe, possibly, but it would have cleaned me out and I would have had nothing for like a sofa or, the fridge freezer that has to go into the kitchen, and the electric wood burning stove that has to go into the living room, and pay for radiators, pay for a window and that kind of thing, right? So it would have paid for all the building work and the renovation work, but it wouldn't have paid for all the extra stuff. So I thought, look, I'll give myself a breathing space and I'll add some money onto the mortgage. And my mortgage was quite low anyway, I was within 2 years of paying the whole thing off. Now I'm going to try and do it in about 3 or 4, 3 if I can, but 4 at the outset. So that's where I am with that. And then the other part of it is I took out £6,000 on a credit card. Now, hear me out. It was one of those ones where it's Virgin and you can take money either like a balance transfer, or you can take money into your account, like a loan. And I hadn't been using it for years. I've had it for years because it's always my emergency backup. I've always got a credit card should the worst happen kind of thing. I'm in Timbuktu and my other cards get eaten or stolen. But I hadn't been using it. And then they sort of tried to win me back with an 18-month deal, and it was only a 2% sort of fee, and would I basically take out debt with them again? And I did. I took out 6,000 with I think it was £180 was the £120 or something, 180, whatever it was the one-off fee, everything 0%. And I made sure that I would have it paid off within 1 year, and I have that as a direct debit that goes out every month. It's like a bill, like a utility bill. So I do that, but the money's in a savings account. I haven't even spent it yet. So it's debt, but it's not debt because I could pay it off tomorrow. Similarly, I could, if I'd got no renovation work done, I could pay off my mortgages tomorrow. But that's it. That would be everything cleaned out. No emergency fund, no nothing, no whatever. And I've been saving for years. And it's that thing where I'm at that point now where I'm going to have to use the money, and the anxiety that is inducing in me is unbelievable. I just watched a video before I started this one, and it was Kristen Stone's Sense and Purpose. I think that's what it is. She used to be a financial vlogger or whatever. It's the first time I've watched a video of hers, and it was basically I'm back on YouTube and I'm back in debt. And her story was basically her and the husband, she wanted to get a second-hand car paid outright within their budget. He wanted a new car. They settled on a new car, a brand new car, and they financed it. And she's like, look, hey, come at me in the comments, but it is what it is. And she's a Dave Ramsey advocate, as am I. But here's her justification, and I totally, fully get it. She has enough money in her savings to pay that finance off, pay the car off tomorrow. But the anxiety she says that would induce, she couldn't bring it, she couldn't do it to herself. She could not bring that anxiety into her world. So she's got the money to pay it off. She will have a plan to pay it off sooner than, the existing finance. She's got the safety net of having the money there, but she can't bring herself to use it. And I get it. And I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there as well, get that sense of, I can't bring myself to spend this money. There's too much security. There's too much, are my renovations really necessary? Yeah, well, they are actually. I have no working kitchen, and I've got mold in my bathroom and whatever. But it's still bringing me. I mean, I'm sure half of this is anxiety. This is literally anxiety here coming out in me because I'm going through this little stage in my life where it's this or it's my bulimia. And thank God this Wegovy that I take has staved off about 75% of my bulimia since I've started it. And I don't know why, but it has. Because I don't get that binge need. So even though I've got the anxiety and the control need, I don't get the binge need. Now, don't get me wrong. Could I go through a box of Maltesers in one fell swoop? Yes. That's besides the point. So I think it's coming out in other ways. And So anyway, so I thought I'd have a bit of fun and track it going down, and that'll ease that burden as I start to see that coming off. But I'm also starting to plan my savings challenges for January and 2025. That's another thing. I keep not double counting my money, but I'm trying to do too many things. I want to do a 10K challenge. I want to do a 50 envelope challenge or 100 envelope challenge. And I want to do this and I want to do that and the other. And I'm like, Natalie, you haven't got the money yet. You can't spend your money 5 times over. So, and again, that's anxiety inducing, but inducing. I'm having fun crafting again, a little bit of crafting again. And I don't have a color printer or anything like that. I've only got an eye laser one. The toner's starting to go out on it as well. But Natalie's created her empty pocket savings challenge for her January, because I'll be cleaned out with the renovations, and he's promised me they'll be done by December, like by Christmas. So I have to start all over again. So I'm creating a wee empty pockets because I'll be cleaned out. And whether that's £1 or £2, £5, £10, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's what I've got left over from my groceries and stuff like that there. Goes into my wee empty pockets, and I have to fill my pockets. And then as I fill this will go into like the 50 envelope challenge. So it might take me 2 years to do a 50 envelope challenge because I can't spend my money twice over. So I'll go into that, and all my other wee savings challenges will all go into some of these like longer term savings, So yes, what do you think? Look at him. Isn't he gorgeous? Look, isn't he gorgeous? My wee empty pockets, fella. And all my wee pockets that I have to fill. Can you fill the pockets with savings? Get me in my professionalness. Like a load of... Anyway, so please comment. Please let me know. Am I the only one that comes out in spots with anxiety? They're not spots. It's just like little red marks, like little red... Like hives? Is it hives? I don't know. Is that what hives looks like? They'll be gone tomorrow. They're already coming down. Like they were much bigger earlier this morning, and now they fade away just to these little. That one there. I got that coming out of the shower. Do you ever come out of the shower and your face just, explodes in these wee lumps? Wee heat rash or something? Maybe it's a heat rash. Don't know. So yes, let me know. Comment. Let me know, are you one of my stuffer fans? What am I, like narcissism or what? My cash stuffing followers, my weights followers, my Saturday chat with Nat followers. Who are you? Let me know. I'd love to say hello to you all. I try to comment and reply to everybody's comments as well. So love to you all. Talk to you soon. And I'm coming in under 20 minutes. Woohoo! Love you. Bye.